Boy, Hennythemoor, reporting live from the liquor store, man. And y'all know what it is, man. I just had to spin the block. Just did Cowboys convos with my boy landlord from Alabama. Had a great talk and conversation about them raggedy, filthy, disgusting Philadelphia Eagles and how the Dallas Cowboys are gonna go up there and bust them inside their head and walk out with the victory. But now, it's time for the raffle show. So we're going to draw the three winners for the three prizes that we're going to be raffling off in the liquor store today. So I see Neil already in the building. He said, slap the absolute dog shit out of 68 Eagles fans before checking in, Henny. My boy, the serial slapper, putting in work. Miss Regina Green, part of the wrench game. What's up with you? My boy Justin Kitchen said good luck to everybody in the raffle. Indeed. My boy Jamison Taylor, Michael Autry, Israel Madrid, what's up with you? Double R, what's up with you? Daryl, hey, we finna do the raffle right now, Daryl. I'm glad that you asked. So hang around for a little bit. We're going to be doing the raffle this show. So everybody that has a raffle entry, come on in. We're getting everything set up right now. Actually, as we speak, I am still adding y'all names into the raffle app. Like I'm still adding y'all name into the raffle app. So we're gonna actually hang out. We're gonna do a little bit of cowboy talk in the meanwhile. And once I finish getting the raffle entries added into the app, so that it can spit out three winners, then we'll do the drawing. What's up with you, my boy Keystone, Etta, my boy 434 Cowboy, John Cofield. What's up with y'all, man? Hey, listen, y'all know the usual rules and regulations. We all tap in with your boy Hennythemoor over here in the liquor store. First and foremost, hit that like button. The more likes we get on the platform, the more the platform will push the content, the more they'll show us love, and the more that we can continue to grow and do awesome things over here in the liquor store. So if you rock with me, man, if you want to show me some love, if you want to help your boy out, hit the like button. It goes a long way in improving the content, man. Yo, Daniel, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in. Raymond Silas, what's up with you, man? Thank y'all for coming through and showing love. So after you hit that like button, man, make sure you spin the block and hit that share button. And as y'all know, you see my boy 434 Cowboy doing it. You see my boy Justin Kitchen doing it, right? You see my boy Michael Autry doing it. In the liquor store, we practice manifestation. My boy Raymond Silas done went crazy. He dropped 7 of them things. He's trying to manifest a 7th championship. So yes, man, in the liquor store, share the content 6 times. Hit the share button 6 times so we can manifest that 6th championship for the Dallas Cowboys. We do practice manifestation. So drop 6 emojis, share the content 6 times. You can share it to 6 different Facebook groups, social media platforms, group chat, 6 different friends, 6 different foes. It does not matter. Just make sure that you share the content 6 times for your boy Henny, man, so we can manifest that 6th title. And most importantly, man, make sure that you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, man. Because if you do, I will be able to give you half off on all the merchandise inside of the liquor store. And we got exactly what you need to succeed over here, man. We got cowboy readers, we got gin, we got hen, and everything else under the sun that can make you sin. So tap in with your boy, Hennythemoor, and come get drunk in the liquor store. Now, y'all all know what we're here for. We are here to decide on the winners of this here raffle. Because we're raffling off a copy of Madden 24. We're raffling off a Dallas Cowboy jersey. And we're raffling off a Dallas Cowboys bobblehead. So we're giving 3 prizes to 3 different winners. So that's what we're going to do. But in the meantime, right, because I'm still putting these raffle entries in, we're actually going to hear from some of our Dallas Cowboys players. I'm going to play some of these locker room interviews from y'all. Dak Prescott spoke. Different players spoke. So while I'm finishing up doing my raffle entries, we'll listen to the Dallas Cowboys players and what their mindset is going into this game. And then we'll do the drawing. So we'll do it just like that. We'll play some of these interviews. We'll talk about it real quick, and then we'll draw the winners because I should be done entering stuff in by then. So we'll start with your quarterback first, and then we'll work our way through everybody else. Desmond Ironman, what's up with you? Etta Lockhart, what's up with you? I see y'all practicing manifestation. Matt Leslie, what's up with you, man? I see you helping out with the manifestation over there, man. We're going to hear from 4 first, man. We're going to hear from number 4 first. Because he is the leader of the offense. So we're going to see what his mind state and stuff is going into this game. So enough of me. You're finna hear from Dak Prescott, starting quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. So let's get it.
This rivalry with Philly's determined so much about the division winner since you've been into the league. How surprising is that you and Jalen have only met once during this rivalry? And does that add a level of excitement to it going forward here that now everyone's going to have their starting quarterbacks in place here and going?
Yeah, crazy to think it's only been one time. But obviously, I was hurt the one year when he kind of took over. And then I guess just sitting out guys the next year, whether it was their go or then both of us being injured at different times last year, it makes sense. But yeah, it's a lot of excitement, makes the game better, obviously. It's a matchup we look forward to it every year. And I'm sure they do as well, and it'll be a great one, simple as that.
Does it take on added meaning because they're a Super Bowl contender, you're playing on the road for the first time since you played the 49ers in that kind of role?
It's got enough meaning in the sense of who they are, them being division, having the success that they've had over the past couple of years, being a great team, being great on offense and defense, and which makes them obviously a Super Bowl contender. But yeah, this rival has enough. Even when teams, I guess these two teams aren't playing this well, this game is still always one people look forward to. I damn sure do, especially playing in Philly. It's a great one. It's a great matchup.
What is it about Philly that you like playing?
Exchange or two that makes you laugh that you can share for camera?
Probably once a game up in Philly. I don't know how many I can share. Philly fans are serious. They love their team. They're ruthless to the other guys, and if their team's not doing well, they let them know that too. You know what I mean? So, not any that are probably PG-13, to be honest with you, whether it's language or whether it's, driving into the stadium and seeing how the fans give you different signs or different, even show body parts at times that, are the back end, and move one of the fingers. And that's their sign to us.
Getting back to last night just for a second, did you watch the World Series, and what do you take from seeing that scene?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, congratulations to the Rangers, their whole organization. Been a fan of them since I've come into Dallas. I mean, not necessarily having baseball in my home state or growing up a crazy baseball fan, follow the Braves. I feel like everybody did because they were always on TBS or whatever it was. Fell in love with the Rangers. I obviously understand the years that they've had, tough years, but to see what they've done and this turnaround in these last couple years has been awesome. I mean, being able to go to a couple of games, the energy, the new stadium, all that's paid off. What they've really put into the organization, and kudos and credit to them. And it was great. What I took most from it were the post-game interviews, whether it was the owner talking about faith, whether it was Nathaniel Lowe talking about the tough years that they've went through, but being invested to this team because of the people. Just a lot of championship things that they had going on, obviously, which propelled them to win this championship. But the faith and the trust in one another is something that I took from it, and was proud to watch them and then to listen in on the way that they handled it and celebrated their success.
You said that right now you're running your own race and all that stuff, but you've been a part of some tight races down the stretch. At what point of the season do you start looking at what other things are going on around your division or conference or things like that?
In the past, I may have in the last month, I guess, but I really can't see myself doing that. I think it's the maturation of one, my leadership ability, and then secondly, the way that I want to approach the day and the week. And understanding that when you run your own race, what's in front of you is really the only thing that matters. And each week we have an opportunity to go out there and to win. And if we do that and handle that, then we don't need to be looking in the mirror, rearview mirror, to our left, to our right. And if we do that, I don't think there will be really anybody in front of us to try to catch. So that's the importance of not paying attention to anything but this team and what we have going on for me.
Yeah, CeeDee's called himself a yak receiver. That's where he makes his balls. How much are you aware of that when you say get him the ball and he's going to do in certain spots to allow him to do more, actually?
Yeah, very, very aware of that. I mean, it goes back to spring, as I talked about getting these guys, us having so many playmakers and getting them the ball in space. And that's what that attests to. When you get these guys the ball in space, they can go get the yak, they can break tackles, and see a couple of plays just like last week, him do that, break a tackle, break another tackle, and you say, damn, he's strong. And that's part of it is sometimes not only is he fast, he's stronger, and there's different matchups, and he runs the ball like a running back. And, yeah, it's important for us to do that. And obviously they'll want to play him a little tighter, understanding that he can run with the ball like that, and then that's our opportunities to go over the top with him.
Does his strength surprise people, you think? Because you don't think of him as a big receiver necessarily, right? I mean,
yeah, I mean, I'm sure it surprises sometimes the guys on the field, as you said. Maybe you just look at his stature, you just try to go and tackle him the first or second time, and you feel that. But he plays physical. You know, I've joked with him in the past, tell him he's not 220, but he plays like he's every bit of it. And yeah, that's just his mentality, and so that's what makes him the player that he is.
As one of the leaders on the team, do you, other than just getting yourself prepared, will you go into a week and say, okay, this is something I need to do this week, or this is a guy I need to check with, or this is a message that needs to get across, or is it just being you are who you are and just be consistent with it, and that's the most important message?
Yeah, first and foremost, it's about being consistent, being who I am, making sure that there's no changes there. And honestly, when you do that, it's easy. You don't worry about if there being changes. You know, you come in focused, take care of your business, take care of what's on your plate. But in a sense, depending on how the past game was, or the previous game, I guess I should say, and maybe previous weeks or different guys, yeah, it's a little note in your head, hey, check on this guy. Or sometimes it's about elevating a guy that's made plays and now his performance has thrown him into a role that he deserves more responsibility, whether it be a leader, whether it be bringing on other guys. And so in that sense, it's about, you know, telling other guys, hey, come on, I don't have to just lead by myself. You deserve it. It's fun to watch other leaders grow, other players grow. So it just depends on what the temperature of the team is. And I feel like when I'm just continued being genuine, being myself, being transparent, it's easy to feel that and understand who and when I can help elevate.
When a team like the Eagles has sustained success, usually there's like a drain of talent, free agency, or they lose their coordinators, or Hargrave leaves. But it seems like whether it's Carter coming in, do you see that they've basically more like reloaded on defense, or still able to do a lot of the same things?
Yeah, I mean, top down, that they have a plan, and you look at the draft, you can tell that, and then as you just said, whether it's hiring new coordinators, you can tell what they want to do. So yeah, it's when that's the plan, I guess you can say, yeah, you can call it a reloading. You know what I mean? Obviously, they're going to have younger guys coming in some of these positions, and but yeah, they're just as good as they were last year, just as strong. Obviously, they're not undefeated as they were, I guess, at this point last year, and rolling quite like that. But this is a hell of a team. This is a team that when you've been to the championship like they have. They know how to win. They know tough games. So yeah, we know what's in front of us, and we know the matchup.
How much has Jake Ferguson grown into that tight end role as the years gone on?
So much on the fast track, and still continuing to grow and continuing to take on any responsibilities that's asked of him. And yeah, big energy guy for this team, vocal guy. He's important. He's important to our success and what we've done early this year, and what we'll continue to do as he continues to grow as well.
Mike Murray's coming back from an injury this week, maybe next week. When you're coming back, you had come back from yours. Did you have to learn to trust your body again in any kind of way?
No, I mean, I think if you're getting cleared for the game, you should be past that, honestly. Sure, he'll be the same way. Now before and after my injury, he's well more mobile than I ever was, faster, shiftier. So in that sense, you know what I mean, that I'm sure that goes into the rehab. And so, you know what I mean, I can only hope that he is, and imagine if he's getting cleared, whether it's this week or next week, he's already past that stage of trusting your body and has been through the test to get the confidence, not only in those in his body parts, but in his mind to say he can go out there, he can play this game full speed in the way that he wants to play it.
Mike used the phrase this week, we cut Dak loose the last few weeks. In what way has that manifested itself to you, and how much do you enjoy the way you're playing right now and feel like you've found the way as an offense you need to play?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's as much as I've talked about this system, you know what I mean, just really getting comfortable and being in it now and not just having so many practice reps, but game reps. As I said, I feel like last week I was talking to somebody, really listening to my feet as we talked about, right? First plant, first throw, second throw, you get to that third or you know what I mean, you've got pressure, trust my legs, get out of it. Obviously, I'm still looking to pass, but going to get yards if it's in front of me. And so just getting back to that and being mobile in a sense, as I said, that's the way that I fell in love with this game way back when, and it's important for me to play that way, and I think it opens up some for offense, and yeah.
The Eagles have really sparked that push trend around the NFL. You guys are one of the teams that have adopted it a little bit this year. From having done it, what's your perspective of just kind of what it's like to execute that and maybe appreciation for what it takes?
I'd love for us to call it something different, first and foremost. We don't call it that.
What do y'all call it?
QB sneak, you know. That's what it is, you know, with a little bit of help. So, yeah, I mean, it's a play that they've I hate to say it, but mastered, honestly have. I mean, starts up front, obviously Jason, Kelsey, and the rest of those guys, and then having the strong quarterback like Jalen is, strong lower body. They go get that inch, 2 inches, 2 yards at times, and it's impressive. It really is. But for us, we've got a lot in the arsenal. We'll use it when we need to, but that's not something that we're going to bank on. Yeah, they've got the secret to it, I guess, and as much as anything, it's getting it going, finding that lane. But you watch theirs, it's Jalen's low sometimes. He's on top of people sometimes, but regardless, that pile's moving. So, yeah, credit to those guys.
All right, y'all. Your boy's back, man. So that was Dak Prescott discussing, the preparation for this upcoming game. And it's a huge game, man. Can't lie to you. Hey, shout out to my brother Landlord, man, for the $5 super. He said, thanks for holding me down, man. You a real one. Salute to the liquor store. Let's fucking go. Hey, that's some love right there, man. And listen, man, you is my brother in this Cowboys content space. You know I got you forever in a day. So don't trip. You know, whatever go on, you know I got your back 100%, my boy. 100%. But yeah, salute to my brother, though, man. Yeah, what's up with you, Mr. Richburg? I'm glad you came in, man. So I am almost done entering these raffle entries into this app so I can spit out the winners. So we got time to watch another interview. But I want to touch on this one real quick. Right, because, they asked him about Mike McCarthy saying that he let him loose a little bit. He said really that's just a natural maturation of the offense. Him listening to his feet a little bit more. Him being a little bit more comfortable having actual live game reps over just practice reps. And, stuff like that goes a long way, bro. It goes a very long way in being comfortable, because you got to think about it, man. That's why a lot of teams like for their players to play in preseason. That's why a lot of people want their guys to take snaps and take reps in preseason. He said, if my cousin finds out I'm making jokes on Deuce Fun, she will kill me. She's real good friends with him. Don't ever let her know. Don't ever let her know. Some things you got to just take to the grave, man. Some things you got to take to the grave. But yeah, so we just heard from Dak. Let's see who else done spoke up. Really, y'all got a couple choices. Either y'all can hear. I'm gonna let y'all decide. Y'all can hear from Mike McCarthy, or y'all can hear from CeeDee Lamb. Y'all make a choice. You want to hear from CeeDee Lamb, or do you want to hear from Mike McCarthy? It's still a democracy over here in the liquor store, man. So y'all can make y'all decision. Which one y'all want to hear? Because like I said, I'm almost done. So after we listen to this video and talk about whatever is said, then we'll be able to do the drawing. So which one, Big Mike, or you want to hear from CD? Justin Kitchen said CD. Matt Leslie said Big Mike. What's up, Skeptical? Thank you for the super sticker. It's a red hen pouring up. Thank you for the love, Skep. I appreciate you, my brother. Double R said CD. So we got 2 Big Mikes and 2 CDs. All right, 4. That's 4 for Mike McCarthy. Well, hold on. 3. So I think it's still even. All right, another one for Mike. F it, we'll play them both. I'll play Mike McCarthy first, and then we'll play CeeDee Lamb. I'll play Mike McCarthy. I'll do the drawing. Then I'll play CeeDee Lamb. How about that? Like I said, so we'll play Big Mike. We'll do the drawing. And then we'll play CeeDee Lamb, chop it up for a second, and we're going to wrap it up. Like I said, it's neither one of these are long. Neither one of these are even 10 minutes long. So we'll play Mike McCarthy. We'll do the drawing. Then we'll play CeeDee Lamb. So we can have the best of both worlds. I ain't going to make y'all choose. I got y'all. All right, so here's Big Mike first. We'll do the raffle drawing when we come back. Then we'll play CeeDee Lamb.
How we doing? Good. All right.
David Moore, Dallas Morning News. You probably don't open these enough asking you about baseball.
How about them Rangers? I was hoping you'd go there. Yeah. That's why I'm late.
You guys are so busy, but do y'all stop down for those moments or something and get to watch them? Or
just guys keeping posted on the games. You know, obviously what an unbelievable run. I mean, I think it really jumps out to me is their way. You know, winning the games on the road. So 13 wins on the road. So I hope when we get a little luck from them guys there. That's just what a great series, great playoff run.
Clarence before we start talking about Tyron Smith, will he do anything today?
No, he'll be in the. He's going to do more individual footwork. So he'll work with Britt and do some. So we're working towards it. The goal is for him to do all the walkthroughs today and tomorrow, and hopefully practice Saturday.
Mike Todd Arch with ESPN. We asked you the other day about Philly's defense, and you said you hadn't gotten enough to it on Monday. How different is it with Desai compared to what they've had in the past?
Well, I mean, conceptually, it's obviously very similar. The foundation's still there, but I think it's like anything is, you have a different coordinator. So I mean, as far as tendencies through situations and how he utilizes certain coverages and pressures and their stunts in games. So, but yeah, there's a tremendous amount of carryover from last year.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. I see Richards. How has he been looking in practice? I know he played a little bit for you on Sunday, but how has he been looking yesterday in practice?
I mean, he's doing fine. I mean, he's obviously getting a lot of work. Both with our reps and the look team reps. But I think just like all young guys, he's if he can settle in and play primarily up one position, it's definitely helpful. But he's growing, he's getting better.
Because with Tyron and it's a stinger, you don't know with Tyron the stinger, it can come up any time. How concerned are you that this is a padded practice and you're not going to have him today?
Not concerned. Just trusting the medical path, and obviously Tyron's played a tremendous amount of football, and we feel like we have a good plan. As far as coming out of yesterday and progressing today, and like I said, we still have time. It's only Thursday, so I think as long as he practices Saturday, that we'll be fine.
John. John Michaud, The Athletic. We got a chance to talk to Trayvon Diggs a little bit in the locker room yesterday. Mm-hmm. How important do you think it is for a player, season-ending injury to still be around the team?
Well, I think it's extremely important. Just talked about it late in the other day, and just having all your guys here. So I mean, you have in the other part of it is the rehab. They pretty much most of them go through it together. I think that's a tremendous advantage to have someone else to go through it, and obviously you got a number of guys that have a similar injury to the rehab. So I think it's very important from the medical rehab part of it, but the support component is vital. This is what he's used to doing. This is where he's very comfortable. And
hey, real quick, I do want us to say a quick prayer for Miss Letty. Her granddaughter is missing, so God, my Father in heaven, please protect Miss Letty and her family. May her granddaughter be found in good repair. I pray that you watch over her family, Lord, in their time of need, that you protect them, comfort them, and be with them, Father, Lord. And God, just please watch over all of us, Lord, as we go through what we go through in this daily life and trials. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. But yeah, you are in our prayers. Y'all make sure that y'all watch out and y'all say a prayer for Miss Letty. And also, I want to take the time and acknowledge El Professor Super Chat. Thank you for the $9.99 for your mind. He said, I'm in the liquor store today. Much love, Henny. Glad to see Landlord is back. I'm glad that he's back too, man. Hey, I am glad that my boy is back, man. Hey, it's all good, man. When Skeptical come back in, I'll give him a wrench so that he cannot be logged out again. Don't worry about it, Mr. Richburg. Accidents happen. Accidents happen. So when Skep come back in, I'll make sure to wrench him up so that he can't get logged out. It's no issue, my brother. Hey, indeed, man, indeed. But back to Big Mike, man. Back to Big Mike, and we'll finish seeing what Kenfo had to say.
It's great having him here.
Josh.
Justin Morris, Pro Football Network. Coach, can you talk about Tyler Smith and kind of the progression he's made throughout the course of the season, especially just being a younger player taking that jump?
Yeah, Tyler's just really from day one. I mean, you think about his path, spent the whole training camp at one position, started at the other position, last year going back and forth. It's been good to really give him a home at left guard. So he's off to an outstanding start in his career, and now you're starting to see him grow, in the locker room and as a leader. But I'm just there's a couple plays a game that we always highlight because he has that type of impact as an offensive lineman that you usually don't hear about because there's not statistics for it. So, but just a really, really good young player that keeps getting better.
Mike Edwarder, ESPN. How significant and in which particular ways do you think Dak's more frequent use of his mobility the past 2 weeks has most benefited the offense?
Well, I mean, anything that generates first downs is a benefit to the offense. I think, also creates opportunities for big plays, whether he's running forward or, he's extending the play and, creating some green grass opportunity on the scramble drill. So, yeah, it's definitely a benefit.
Nick Harris, DallasCowboys.com. What work will Javon Curse do today, you think?
He'll do more. I mean, obviously, he'll do a lot more than yesterday, so he'll be probably more in the limited category.
Was that something that happened during the game against the Rams?
Just being smart, yeah. Just got a couple, just being smart.
Dave?
Like I think you were saying after the game Sunday that you kind of reached a stage of the season, even if Tyron was healthy, he wasn't going to be practicing on Wednesdays, by and large. Was that kind of the plan when both sides determined to come back and make him part of this thing?
Well, no, it's really, and there's a number of guys in that category. I mean, I think, everything's measured. You come out of camp, there's things that you're trying to get done, and it's not as much about, the individual, just his particular efforts, but it's also how it's coordinated with the others too. So you're always trying to find that sweet spot, but you have to clearly recognize veteran players that have played a lot of football. And the 17th game, I mean, it's you have to factor that in. That's real, So all that. So we do have a group of veterans on Wednesday that we have a plan like that for.
And I guess with his recent injury history and factoring that into how he fits this season and going forward, the determination was made when he is on the field, he's still performing at such a high level that this is. Because I know you always talk about continuity in the offensive line, and this does impact that. So he just plays at such a high level when he's on the field.
Well, it's really the full speed reps, but I mean, he's still in all the walkthroughs. I mean, it's not like he's just because he's not taking the team padded reps that he's not involved. So I mean, and there's things that you do, coordination, with two-man surface techniques and fundamentals, three-man surface techniques, and so I mean, you continue to work that because you're obviously it's a safer environment to prepare for. Prepare in.
Mike McCarthy, Dallas Morning News. The run defense has really improved this season overall. For you, what stands out as to the reason why?
Well, I mean, obviously a conscious effort to improve it. I think if you look back to training camp, we did more run. We did more team run. We did 907 every possible day that we had it. So I think like a lot of things in this game, you get what you emphasize, and it is a challenge more each year in training camp because the time is less. So, but it was definitely a focus for us because 21 and 22 were good indicators of how people view us and how they want to attack us.
Mike, does the magnitude of this game speak for itself, given that the Eagles lead the conference and the division, or is it amplified a little because when you played one of the other contenders against the 49ers, you had arguably your worst game of the year?
The second point's not even part of my thinking. But yeah, I mean, I think this game speaks for itself. I mean, it's the Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And to me, that's as far as it needs to go. So, and we'll be ready to go.
All right, y'all. So, hey, I got the winners drawn. I have the winners drawn. So let's go ahead and go one by one, y'all. Let's go one by one. So the first winner for the Dallas Cowboy bobblehead. My boy D Johnson. So D Johnson, you are the winner of the Dallas Cowboys bobblehead. Y'all give my boy D Johnson some love out there, man. So salute to my boy D Johnson. All right. So moving forward. Hey, anytime, Splendor. Hey, y'all welcome Skeptical and Splendor Poppy to the Wrench Gang, by the way. So winner number 2 for the Dallas Cowboy jersey of the winner's choice, it will be Michael Nelson. So Michael Nelson, you won the Dallas Cowboy jersey this time around. So salute to my boy Michael Nelson. So D Johnson, you won the bobblehead. Michael Nelson, you won the jersey. And then the last winner for the copy of Madden 24 with the fraudulent Josh Allen on the cover, Mr. S.A. Richburg. Mr. Richburg won the copy of Madden. So those are your 3 winners as judged by the list. Went down the line. DJ Johnson, you won the bobblehead. Michael Nelson, you won the jersey. Mr. Richburg, you won the copy of Madden. So those are the 3 winners. Y'all let everybody and their mama know. Inbox them if they ain't present. Reach out to them. Let them know. If they're not present in the chat box, tell them to inbox me on Facebook. Y'all know the page is Hennythemoor. So anybody that ain't that won and are not present, if you watch the show late, just inbox me, and I'll make preparations to make sure you all receive your prizes before the month is out. So just hit me. When you hit me, let me know let me know where I need to send the stuff. Right, so inbox me, and we'll go from there with the details. But salute to the 3 winners. Again, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Nelson, and Mr. Richburg, y'all won the 3 prizes. So thank y'all for supporting. And on the way out, though, let's go ahead and hear what the boy CeeDee Lamb had to say. And, I'll put a poll up later. I like giving y'all stuff year round. So we'll put a poll up for the next raffle. And, for this next raffle, we'll do something nice. I ain't thought about the prizes yet. But, I'll put up some prizes so that y'all can vote on them, see what y'all want. And, somebody will have a good Christmas. So we'll do it like that. But y'all let them know if they ain't present to hit your boy in the inbox. And let's see what CeeDee Lamb got to say before we close the doors to the liquor store. Because I am in the middle of cooking. Got some greens on. Got some other stuff I got to take out the oven. It's my turn to cook. in the household. So yeah, so we're gonna play CeeDee Lamb next. It's about another 7-minute video, and then we'll be closing the doors down to the liquor store until tomorrow. Oh, he said tickets to the last game of the year. We might be able to work that out. All right, so here's the boy. Here is the boy, Sedarian. I'm finna go ahead and open this up. All right. And I'm out of here, but here's CeeDee Lamb.
Was very happy for him. Obviously, would love to experience how they feeling.
Right. Piggyback on some of that momentum.
Nah, it don't go like that.
It don't go
It
like
don't
that.
work like that. I'm a realist, but definitely would love to, end our season the way they did. They did a great job of, being consistent, and I know they had a lot of adversity going throughout the season, and shout out to the Rangers, man. It's amazing.
You follow and appreciate other players at your position in this league. Just the level A.J. Brown is playing at right now, and I think he's the first guy ever to have 125 or more in 6 straight games. Just what you see him doing and his level of performance.
Nah, he's on another level right now. As you said, and just the connection that he's built with Jalen, and that's a brotherhood that they built throughout time, and obviously they understand each other. So when they out there, it's clicking. So happy for him, man. I wish well for him. Obviously not versus us, but definitely a fan of him, fan of his game, and see him on Sunday.
Can you talk about the connection you have with Dak? Even going back to last year, when Dak came back, your numbers just jumped, and certainly we see what you guys have done the past couple of weeks. What is it about you and Dak? When he throws it to you, it seems like the ball always gets caught.
That's ideal, ain't it?
But the catch percentage is not like that for everybody.
We definitely, that's a lot of banked reps that we have, years of, routes, years of timing, years of, conversations, and for it to come into fruition, year in and year out, whenever I have the opportunity of playing with him, I'm having fun out there, and I'm sure it ultimately ends up in a dub.
Most people say this is your biggest game since the bad loss at San Francisco. Does what happened there affect your motivation, determination to play at a different level in this game?
Not necessarily. The San Fran game kind of behind me now. Obviously, I let out a side of myself, which is I'm not necessarily convenient, but that's a part of me. I'm passionate about this game, and to see it change since has been amazing.
What's the funniest or meanest thing you've heard from a Philly fan as you've been getting ready to play the game?
I feel like that's a trap question. Definitely, but I'm not gonna quote them. But I've had my fair share of Philly fans in my DM.
How important will it be for the offense and the team as a whole to get off to a fast start and quiet that crowd?
It's not necessarily about. Yes, fast start. That's the best way, to start a game. But just being composed, because they're gonna have their plays. They're gonna have the ball a couple times. They got playmakers on both sides of the ball just as well as we do. So going into the game, it's going to be a heavyweight match. And just staying composed, staying true to ourselves. And, we live for these big games. I'm ready for it.
You mentioned showing. Is the offense clicking like y'all hoped it would click, in the offseason? Is y'all finally be able to get in the groove, get in sync, and with y'all, this is who y'all are?
We've been getting better week in and week out, week by week, and taking it week by week practice, hitting it hard, competing with each other, and knowing we don't want to, put out that same feeling that we put out versus San Fran.
You've been able to be a part of this Eagles-Cowboys rivalry. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about it?
Jalen. Honestly, playing with him in 2019, and then for us to be on, division rivals is kind of crazy because I don't necessarily wish bad on him, but I hope he don't beat us. Type. But, I love his game, very familiar with it, and he's a winner.
You were talking about in that San Francisco game about showing a side of you. A.J. Brown early in the season when he wasn't getting the ball had a similar sort of conversation. You've talked about that before, just the ability to frame that in a positive context and then perform right after doing that. Is that what you've been able to do and what you've seen A.J. do there in Philly as well?
I feel like that's kind of the mentality that we have similar. We feel the need to touch the ball in the game and be impactful. And in that situation, obviously, it's been history ever since. So just grinding, understanding what I bring to the table as far as a teammate, a brother, and a friend. Knowing how much I can impact this offense and how much more explosiveness that we can, endure. But it's just getting on the understanding. I mean, it happened early on in the year. You're trying to figure yourself out, and then after that, it's just you got to hit the ground running.
After the catch, what do you think?
After the catch, scoring a touchdown.
How much is Jack important to you?
Very important. That's my identity. That's the type of player I am. I'm a yak player.
We've asked you a lot about Dak being the same kind of guy, the same kind of leader. It's a pretty big test of that coming out of the San Fran game. What have you seen? And you all have had some conversations, obviously, since that game. What have you seen from Dak in the last couple of weeks in the way that he has kind of led this bunch after that?
He hasn't really changed. I mean, being a leader is not about changing your approach every time something bad goes wrong. And he did a great job of staying neutral and knowing who he is and knowing how much he means to this offense. And it's very important that he plays great, and then we win. We look good. So him coming in as a competitor and as a leader of this team, he understands that, and he's willing to take on all the pressure that comes with it.
Back to Jalen Hurts real quick. Do you think that you guys are able to keep the same friendship being on rival teams that you would have maybe if he was on a different team?
Absolutely. We love football. We're very passionate about this game. We love winning, but at the end of the day, when it strikes fourth quarter and 0-0 on the table, on the clock, you're probably going to be feeling some type of way if you lose, but at the end of the day, that's your brother. Y'all competing, y'all changing your family's life, you're changing your lives, and understanding what this game is doing for us as a whole. You got to pay your dues, man. And I mean, like I said, that's my brother. Honestly, we built a great connection in about a year, so it's been good.
So what are the challenges going up against Darius Slay?
Very smart, very talented individual. He's seen pretty much everything. So just kind of playing mind games with him as we get going early and playing fast.
Some people seem a little surprised at the way Jalen has developed as a true quarterback and a thrower coming into this league based on where he was coming in. I assume that doesn't surprise you, what he's doing based off of the time you spent with him?
Not at all. You go look at his numbers in college with Riley, with the offense that we had. He was still very successful. And the ability to move the ball, and I know I'm talking about college, but he was also another Heisman finalist. So that goes to show, he has the ability to lead the offense to overcome pretty much anything that's riding on the game, and he's definitely a big game hunter. So excited to see him out there performing, and praying for his healthy.
Thanks, CeeDee.
Thanks.
All right, and that was your boy CeeDee Lamb, the next in line in the 88 club. And listen, man, Dallas Cowboys, man, they got. Listen, I like the energy around the team right now, man. Like, we done talked about matchups and X's and O's and everything else, but I like the approach that they're taking with this game, man. They feel confident. They got a good rhythm going on right now. Like, I like what the Dallas Cowboys are doing. Like, I like the approach they're taking. They're not too high on this game. They understand what it means, but they're not talking like it's life or death like it was with the 49ers game. I felt like they put way too much stock on that game, and they came out a little bit flat. The moment got too big for them because they made it too big. Divisional game against a divisional opponent you've seen 2 times a year since the beginning of time. Like, they're a good team, but you're a good team. You're used to them. You know their tendencies. They know yours. So it'll be a tough contested game. But I do think the Dallas Cowboys are taking the right approach, and I do believe that we have the opportunity to win. But with all that said, though, man, I really just came on here to announce the winners. Thank all of y'all for showing love. Thank all of y'all for supporting. Thank all of y'all for rocking with your boy. Just make sure, man, y'all hit that like button on the way out. Make sure you hit that share button on the way out. My boy said he frying catfish and drinking Bud Ice. Hey, man, that's the 870 shit right there, Kendrick. Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel, my boy. But yeah, man, I'm finna depart from y'all good people. Thank y'all for rocking. Thank y'all for showing love. Do you know what Jalen Hurts? Yeah, Jalen Hurts is playing. He has a knee injury, but it's inconsequential. He's not even listed on the injury report. So he's a little nick, but don't trip on it. He'll be out there running around like Michael Vick when he plays us. You know how it be. Never believe the injury report with these players. They say they hurt and they go out there try to have career gains against us. So don't trip. But yeah, man, thank y'all for everything. Thank y'all for the support. And depending on how everything lines out, I might be back later on tonight. But if not, look for your boy tomorrow morning. So peace, God bless, and I will see y'all good people later on. And everybody that won in the raffle, make sure y'all inbox me, man. Make sure y'all inbox me. But I'm out.